Hello everyone. Welcome you all to the one last session on inverse trigonometric functions. Friends, in this class we are going to solve the remaining few questions and wind up this wind up this chapter, okay, by solving the remaining 2 or 3 questions which has been asked in the examination along with some important questions. Okay, we shall directly get on to the topic. Today we are going to start with this question. Evaluate tan inverse of 2 times cos of 2 sin inverse of half. Okay, this is the exercise question in your textbook, exercise 2.2. Shall we solve it? Okay, so we shall solve this question from the inside. Okay, keep the outside terms as it is. So I have tan inverse of 2 times cos of, okay, again 2 times sin inverse of, remember I have half here, so this half, can I write it as sin pi by 6? We know sin pi by 6, that is sin 30 degree is nothing but half. So instead of 1 by 2, I am substituting it as sin pi by 6. Okay, so now this becomes, tan inverse will be kept aside, 2 times cos of 2 into, now sin and sin inverse gets cancels because this is in my range, closed interval minus 92 plus 90. So I am going to get 2 into, it is sin inverse and will be nullified, I will get pi by 6. Okay, so this is nothing but tan inverse of, remember 2 times cos, this is what is 2 times pi by 6, 2 times pi by 6 is nothing but pi by 3, that is 2 times 30 is nothing but 60. Okay, so this is nothing but tan inverse of 2 into, now what is cos pi by 3? That is cos 60 degree. These are all standard angles which you should definitely be knowing. Cos 60 degree is nothing but 1 divided by 2. Okay, so substituting here, I will get 2 into 1 by 2. Okay, so this will be 2 and 2 can be cancelled. I am going to get tan inverse of 1. Okay, again we know for 1 the standard angle is tan pi by 4. So this 1 can be written as tan pi by 4. Now tan inverse and tan can be cancelled because it is in the range of tan inverse of x. So that is nothing but pi by 4. So the solution of the given question here is pi divided by 4. It's a very simple question. They have not asked you until now, but if they ask you, you can easily solve it. Moving on, I have the next question. If sin of sin inverse 1 by 5 plus cot inverse x is equal to 1, then find the value of x. Okay, so actually I have sin of sin inverse 1 by 5 plus cos inverse x is nothing but 1, isn't it? Now let me use this, let me keep this LHS as it is, sin inverse of 1 by 5 plus cos inverse of x is nothing but, now sin what value is 1? Let us use the standard angle. We know sin 90 is nothing but 1, isn't it? So I am going to use this property here. So sin pi by 2 is nothing but 1. Okay, so if you apply sin inverse on both sides, then sin inverse and sin will be nullified. Okay, so I am going to get sin inverse of 1 by 5 plus cos inverse of x is nothing but pi by 2. Okay, now remember from this I can simply write x is equal to 1 by 5. Can you tell me why? Actually I have sin inverse of 1 by x plus cos inverse of x is 1 by 5 plus cos inverse of 1 by x is equal to pi by 2. But I directly wrote x is equal to 1 by 5. How did you get this? Yes, I think you guessed it right. I have the property sin inverse of x plus cos inverse of x is equal to pi by 2. If x lies between minus 1 to plus 1, definitely 1 by 5 will lie is in this range. Now because the right hand side is pi by 2, then this 1 by 5 should definitely be equal to x. Hence I wrote x is equal to 1 by 5. You can always write the reason why I am writing this, because sin inverse of x plus cos inverse of x is equal to pi by 2. Okay, so if you use this result, I'm going to get the value of x as 1 by 5, and this will be a 2-marker question. And one note is, this question has been asked in the year March 2018 for 2 marks. Very easily you can get 2 marks for this question if they ask you once again. Okay? Fine. The next question I have is, if tan inverse of x minus 1 divided by x minus 2 plus tan inverse of x plus 1 divided by x plus 2 is equal to pi by 4, then find the value of x. Okay? This is a quite lengthy question, but you can solve it. You need not worry much. The left hand side looks like tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y. So I'm going to use the property. So actually I have tan inverse of x minus 1 divided by x minus 2 plus tan inverse of x plus 1 by x plus 2 is equal to pi by 4. Okay. Now if you use the property, so tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y is tan inverse of x plus y, that is 1 minus x minus 1 by x minus 2 plus x plus 1 by x plus 2 whole divided by, remember outside I have tan inverse of, okay, x plus y divided by 1 minus xy, that is x minus 1 divided by x minus 2 into x plus 1 divided by x plus 2. Okay, this is nothing but pi divided by 4. Okay, so if you take the LCM, you get tan inverse of LCM of x minus LCM will be for the numerator will be x minus 2 into x plus 2. Okay, I'll get x minus 2 into x plus 2 whole divided by, so this x plus 2 will be multiplied here. I'll get x minus 1 into x plus 2 plus x plus 1 into cross multiply x minus 2 whole divided by 1 minus, okay. If you take the LCM again here, instead of 1 let me get x plus 2 into x minus 2. If you take the LCM, minus it is x minus 1 into x plus 1 whole divided by x minus 2 into x plus 2. Only thing is writing will tire you this question, otherwise it's very easy question. I'll get the right hand side is pi by 4 just kept as it is. Denominators will be same in both numerator and denominator, you can cancel. So you get tan inverse of, if you solve this, if you multiply the terms, I'm going to get x square plus x minus 2. This is just for your simplification, plus again if you multiply here, I'll get x square minus x minus 2 whole divided by, again this is of the form a square, a plus b into a minus b. We know it is nothing but a square minus b square. 2 square is 4, minus of, please be careful, I have minus, again a plus b into a minus b is a square minus 1 square is 1. This is nothing but pi by 4. Okay, now take tan inverse, apply tan on both sides. If you apply tan on both sides, this tan inverse will be nullified. So if you solve it, I'll get x square plus x square will be 2x square, isn't it? X square plus x square is 2x square, plus x and minus x will be cancelled, and minus 2 becomes minus 4 divided by, now if you remove the bracket, I'll get x square minus x square will be cancelled, and minus 4 plus or minus of minus is plus. So minus 4 plus 1 will be minus 3. This is nothing but, I told you apply tan on both sides, you will get this tan inverse will be cancelled, I'll get tan pi by 4. Okay, therefore 2x square minus 4 by 3 will be, this is what? This is tan 45. We know tan 45 is 1. Okay, so I'll get 2x square, okay, minus 4 is nothing but 3. Okay, so take 4 to the, remember it is minus 3, sorry, so take minus 3, therefore 2x square will be 4 minus 3, so 2x square will be, 4 minus 3 is what? 1, therefore x square will be 1 by 2. finally, if you want the value of x, so x square will be, don't forget to use the value plus or minus. So the value of x will be plus or minus 1 divided by root 2. Okay, so this is the value of x for the given question above. Okay, understood? Fine. This question was asked in the year March 2015 for 3 marks. Okay, you have to practice this question clearly, only then you will be able to do this. Yes, we shall move on. Now friends, we shall move on to the next question. I have tan of half of sine inverse 2x divided by 1 plus x square plus cos inverse 1 minus y square divided by 1 plus y square. Okay, so we are going to solve this question by substitution. Remember this substitution. I am going to put x in place of x. Let me take tan a, okay, and in place of y let me take tan b. Okay, just if you remember this substitution, you can easily solve this question. Okay, therefore first write the given term as it is. Now this will be equal to tan of, remember it is just tan, not half. Okay, so not tan inverse, so tan of half into sine inverse of, so this will be 2 tan a divided by 1 plus tan square a. Okay, now next plus cos inverse of, I don't have a space here, so I am writing below, you continue here, cos inverse of 1 minus, this is of the form tan square b. Okay, 1 minus tan square b divided by 1 plus tan square b. Okay, let me continue this, complete the statement by using the bracket. Okay, now you have to use the properties of tan. Now I have here 2 times tan theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta will be sin 2 theta. So this entire term I get it as sin 2a. Similarly here 1 minus tan square by 1 plus tan square will be cos 2 theta. So here I will get cos 2b. Okay, so this equation becomes this is tan of half of, remember I have sin inverse of, this is sin 2 theta here is a, okay, plus cos inverse of cos 2, here the theta is b. Okay, so this is nothing but tan half of, now sin and sin inverse can be cancelled, I have nullified, so I will get 2a. Again similarly cos inverse and cos will be nullified, I will get 2a plus 2b. This is nothing but tan of half of, if you take the 2 common, I will get a plus b. Now half and 2 will be cancelled, I am left over with tan of a plus b. Okay, so this is nothing but, what is tan of a plus b? You should be knowing the formula. Tan of a plus b is tan a plus tan b divided by 1 minus tan a into tan b. Using this I will get tan a plus tan b divided by 1 minus tan a into tan b. Okay, substitute back what is tan a into tan b. So this is nothing but tan a is x plus tan b is y. So x plus y divided by 1 minus, again tan a is nothing but x, tan b is nothing but y. Okay, so hence we got the solution, that is the simplified form as the entire term as x plus y divided by 1 minus xy. Okay, so this will be the solution of the above question. Okay friends, so we are moving to the one last question of the session. Okay, so there is one exercise, one question in your worked example, like simplify tan inverse of a cos x minus b sin x by b cos x plus a sin x. This is a worked example, but in the year March 2016 he had asked the similar question just by substituting a and b for some constants. He had asked you this question similar to that question. Okay, we shall conclude this session by solving this question. So tan inverse of 3 cos x minus 4 sin x divided by 4 cos x plus 3 sin x. This was asked in that here. Okay. So in this, now what I am going to do it is divide both numerator and denominator by this term. Remember, the term is 4 cos x. Okay. So if I remember, if I this is nothing but write down the term as it is. That is, let me write the term once, tan inverse of 3 cos x minus 4 sin x divided by 4 cos x plus 3 sin x. So this is the question he has given. Now let us solve. This question is nothing but tan inverse of, divide both numerator and denominator by, I told you 4 cos x. So if you divide by 4 cos x, I'll get 3 cos x minus 4 sin x, which I already have, whole divided by 4 cos x plus 3 sin x divided by 4 cos x. Okay. For my simplification, I have just divided here. Okay, this is nothing but tan inverse of, please check, please be careful with this one step. If you can understand this step, the question becomes very easy. So if you divide 3 cos x by 4 cos x, cos x will be cancelled. So I will just get 3 by 4. Okay, minus your 4 and 4 will be cancelled. I am left over with sin by cos. What is sin by cos? So that is nothing but tan x. Okay, divided by, now if you divide 4 cos x by 4 cos x, I'll get 1. Okay, plus, I have plus here, plus, I have 3 by 4, I am going to keep this function a constant as 3 by 4, and I have into sin by cos. We all know sin by cos is nothing but tan x. Okay, so this is nothing but, now this looks like the RHS of tan inverse of x minus tan inverse of y. Okay. Now look, I have the right hand side part here, tan inverse of x minus y divided by 1 plus xy. So if you use this, I am going to write this as tan inverse of x minus tan inverse of y. Remember the condition, x into y should be greater than or equal to minus 1. That is the condition I have. X is 3 by 4, y is tan 3x. That is why the condition will be always be satisfying to that question. So I can use this, write this as tan inverse of, remember tan inverse of x. What is x? X is actually 3 divided by 4. Okay, minus tan inverse of y. What is y? Y is the term tan x. So tan inverse of tan x. Remember? Okay, so this is nothing but tan inverse of 3 by 4. Okay, minus your tan and tan will be nullified. I am just going to get x. Okay, so this is the simplified form of the given question. So friends, we have come to the conclusion of not only this session and also the chapter. So most of the questions which has been asked in the examinations and also the simple questions, similar one from the exercise have been solved, and the leftover questions you can take it as an assignment and try it. So if you are thorough with whatever we have solved in the online class sessions, then you can easily solve the remaining questions. Hope you understood each of the sessions and each of the problems, and this session classes were conducted just for your benefits. Okay, use it and keep watching for the keep watching the videos and keep expecting for the upcoming next chapters. Okay, so kindly support us by sharing the videos, and you can like the videos. That will give us inspiration to do more videos on the next chapters. Okay, and it was joy to have it was a great joy to have a time with you along with this e-media, that is video. Okay, so hope you enjoyed it. Keep watching, and we shall meet again from this video classes on next chapters. Okay, so meet you again in the next session. Until then, take care, and finally, bye.